He came today to my house with his girlfriend and we have some kind of intervention. And in this kind of intervention, we were talking about our lives and how his girlfriend and also myself were in some way burned out of the careers that we choose, but doesn't mean that we don't love it anymore. But in some way, we're trying other things in our life in order to balance things again. Well, the thing is that my best friend told me something very interesting, and he made me think about it. He's a musician, so on the last Justin Bieber concert, he was very inspired because he saw how raw was this concert, and he was really inspired by this type of presentations and all these kind of things that goes out of the commercial things. And he told me, oops, I'm showing you my Spotify. What the heck? We're going to be talking right now or today on the animations that I love or the art that I love. Why? Because he told me, like, after watching this Justin Bieber concert or whatever, he felt very inspired to continue working on his songs and all these things. And that made me think that for a long time I've been avoiding watching cartoons that I love because I feel like I don't want to fall in love with animation too much because I just want to treat it like work. But it's like they convince me in the contrary. It's like, why not falling in love with your career? Why not falling in love with animation? And that's something that I've been trying to avoid for the past year because I don't want to put my identity into the things that I do because I feel like I'm more than the things that I do. So I'm like, you know what, let's treat this shit as in a professional way and let's separate this as from the things that I have to do before going forward with the animations that I love. And now what I'm going to do right now is just to eat my words and give me the opportunity to watch some of the animation that really inspires me and see what happens and see what's going on inside of my head right now in terms of animation. And it's been a long time since the last time that I watched some of the cartoons that I used to love. And to be honest, I don't watch any cartoons right now. The only cartoons that I watch are The Simpsons because I fucking love The Simpsons, and that for me it feels too real. Like the first seasons of The Simpsons are like fucking crazy. It's like I don't even feel like those are cartoons. For me, those are like real humans with amazing, smart dialogues. Only the first seasons of The Simpsons. Sadly, I cannot say the same for the last seasons. Cool? Awesome. So let's take a look right now that I am live on YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch. Now I can go forward and start sharing some cool stuff. Let me shut up myself from the other windows because it's too much and see what happened. What happened? Sounds good? Awesome. And if you'd like to watch more of this live stream or support me on Twitch, go and follow me there. You can always donate $100,000 to me, and that's totally chill. Sounds good. Awesome. So one of the artists that inspires me the most is Gendy Tartakovsky, and I really love the first season of Primal. I don't remember the second one, and I haven't watched the latest one. So that's something that I have to do in my to-do list. But I'm really inspired by these adult animations. I don't like kids' cartoon animations too much. For me, it's like really boring. And to be honest, I haven't watched most of the Disney classic films because I don't like princess movies and all that kind of stuff. And this is really interesting because lately I signed up for some acting classes, and I have this really old woman teacher, and she says something really interesting, and it's that even though she likes a specific kind of theater, because it's like a theater class, even though she likes a specific kind of theater or kind of a specific type of movies, for example, she allows herself to watch some stuff that she doesn't like too much just to experience the emotions, not necessarily to be a critic about the work itself, but just to let herself experience emotions and see what's going on in other places. That for me, it's not the case because I really fucking hate princess movies. Well, it's not I hate it, but I feel really boring watching princess and kids shows. So it's like that's why I really love these adult kind of animations. But you know what I really want to watch? This is something that I've been trying to avoid watching for a long time because this is really amazing. But instead, I'm playing the game right now. Let me turn on the air conditioner because it's getting super hot in here. Let's see. So there is an amazing trailer of Marathon that was done by Alberto Mielgo, and he's such an amazing dude. So let's take a look at that thing. Let's turn on the volume. I think I will not be punished by putting some volume here. And let's watch it for a little bit. El video se interrumpe. No, déjame en paz. There you go. And I'm actually playing this game with one of my best friends, so I'm having a good time doing so. I don't even know if these are paintings or actual like 3D things or stuff. And that's cool when things is just like magic and you don't know too much about it. And now that I'm playing the game, maybe I can recognize some of the shit. I really love this plastic feeling of the costumes in the game. On the game is the same thing. When you play the game, the characters have like this plastic texture feeling rather than like super realistic textures. What the heck? This dude over here appears in the thumbnail. This dude appears in the thumbnail of the video game. But I've never seen this dude in the game itself. That would be super scary if I found him. Zalos, Rosalos! Boom. Are those like worms? The cool thing about this game is that also when you unlock like new missions or something, they have like really amazing intros like this. It looks like kind of motion graphics. Uh-huh.
I met a traveler from an antique land who said,
that's the assassin.
fast.
Hola, 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 Asrax53. We are here seeing some inspirations of mine, and I'm looking at this Alberto Mielgo animation that I love.
Whose frown and
Of Marathon, and it's really cool. That's the assassin.
to well those passions red which yet survive.
I'm also using like I have the game, and when I play the game, I always use the assassin just because of this trailer, because of this animation that I love.
Listening,
And he's such a badass character.
and mocked them.
I wonder if the people from Bungie actually give them like the rigs of the characters for him to use it. I have no idea.
And the heart that fed.
And the game is actually exactly like this. This is a really cool thing.
Welcome once again.
This is amazing, dude. Look at how realistic they are grabbing the stuff. I know a little bit about the workflow that they use, and they record like human motions, and then they manually, as humans, animate all the motions from the reference with the character rigs, so it have a very naturalistic feeling on the animation. And when you're playing the game, when you grab stuff around the map, you just do something like this, tack, tack, tack. But here I really love how we go we go inside of this world, and we are actually the characters in a very realistic, not a realistic way, where we are actually looking at the stuff, thinking, what is this, and grabbing it. That's fucking amazing. Look at that. And like a super like maybe junior animator will have the task to animate like this dude grabbing this stuff here on the shell or something, and a junior animator will be doing something like, oh, like fucking very autistic animation. But these people actually record very well done animations, and it looks like really solid. And then they just see the reference and animate with the character, and they are able to capture all of these nuances of what a real human being, how a real human being moves and behaves. Joe, hello, Cookie8. We are watching some of the animations that I love the most to get some inspiration on today. So hope you enjoy. This is a marathon, a game called Marathon. It's an animated sequence from Alberto Mielgo. So it's really cool. Look at that. Beautiful.
Welcome once again. Once again, once again. Alison, you show. Alison, you show.
Those are a lot of different
I mean, it
skins.
feels just like what it is, right? Like $1 trillion. Like $1 trillion.
Sakaguchi Genetics sent a reminder.
I think choosing Alberto Mielgo to be the director of this game was just like genius. It's fucking genius, because the game have like an aesthetic that is, it's like a very sophisticated design, that hiring Alberto Mielgo to direct this shit was like an amazing decision.
Payment is coming up and will be charged against your life.
Ooh, and in the game, when you kill actually other players, the blood is really is blue, and you know that was a player, and it was not just like a robot around the map. Hello, Les Verotu. Welcome to this stream. Right now, I'm sharing one the inspirations that I love the most in terms of animation. I love 3D animation like this. They are so good, right? It's like these animations are giving a break for society of all the kids animation, and it's bringing something new, something with a new flavor in the market, and I really love this.
Yeah, I know,
too.
I know. Do you mind if we skip the formalities this time?
Like,
Got a big
what is,
contract.
why she have to do that with the boots? Doesn't need to, but just doing these things makes everything feel more, feels like the characters are actually alive, because that's what we do as human beings. We move shit, we touch ourselves in different ways while we talk, while we do stuff, and it's like, that is the beautiful thing. Dan, what's the game called again? Marathon. It's an amazing game. It's an amazing game. Like, one of my best friends called me and he's like, Henry, let's play Ark Riders. It's like this type of loot game. And I'm like, cool, let's play Ark Riders. I download Ark Riders. Henry, forget about Ark Riders. Now we're going to play Marathon. This is the new big deal. And I'm like, what the heck are you talking about? Marathon? I know that game. One of the artists that I love actually made a cinematic about this game. He was like, dude, it's amazing! And this dude smokes a lot of weed when he plays, and I remember we were like in the map for the first time playing, and I was with him and another friend playing, and he was like, dude, look at the map, so beautiful, look at the lighting, look at the grass. And I'm like, what the fuck, dude? Are we going to kill some other players, or are we going to be tripping all the environment around? But he was so accurate, because some part of like playing games is not only to just win and fucking kill other players, but also to enjoy the art around the map itself, the lighting, everything, and it's amazing. That it's such an experience. I noticed you have your posters up. Last time I was in the stream, they weren't up, so congrats. Thank you very much. They actually were like in line over here, but it took me some time to put those on the wall, so that's a cool thing. We can talk about those later. So we have a Radiohead one, a Foo Fighters one. We can watch the Tiny Desk of Foo Fighter, maybe. The new one that I haven't watched. We have a Blink-182, and we have another Radiohead. And the other two are very random posters. The one in the middle is one of my favorites, even though we have like this crazy light at the top that is reflecting on that thing. We cannot see it anymore. But the title of that frame of that picture or whatever is really cool, because it's like Invasion of Dinosaurs, Laser Eyes from Outer Space, and that's the kind of weird and crazy titles that I love for film, short films or whatever. That's why I call my short films the Three-Headed Mutant Chihuahua, The three-headed mutant chihuahua versus a giant air fryer. So that's really cool. How can we find inspiration everywhere? Let's continue with this amazing animation.
I know. Do you mind if we skip the formalities this time? Got a big contract waiting down there, so.
Understood. Let's proceed.
Contract, that's how they call missions in the game.
Grounding exercise. Are you familiar with this item?
Oh wow.
Let's proceed with your grounding exercise.
So there's an interesting thing. This game, I don't know, because I'm always playing this game with friends. I'm not very into the story and all the lore because I'm always skipping the stuff to go forward and play the game. I know maybe I'm screwing up my experience, but this is a cool thing because they have missions, and every mission is called like a contract. So you grab contracts, and while you are in this, when you start playing the multiplayer online with the other players around, you have the opportunity not only to loot, to grab things in the map, or also kill other players, but you also have the opportunity to accomplish missions, to accomplish like contracts. And when you do that, you unlock more contracts, and also you receive stuff. So it's really cool. And when you unlock the contracts, this crazy woman with pixels appears and always talks. So it's really
Here
nice.
with this item. With your grounding exercise. Are you familiar with this item?
That's my location. Yeah, it's supposed to be my lucky charm.
What is that? I haven't seen that in the game. That little leg. So each one of these characters have like a specific superpower. The assassin have the superpower of turning invisible, and also have the superpower of throwing a smoke, like a smoke machine, so everything is smoke. You turn invisible, and then you go with your knife, and there's a player there, and you kill them, and then you kill another one, and you keep running. That's the superpower of the assassin. This dude, I have never used this dude, but my friends recommend me to use this dude every time that I play alone. I don't know why. And this dude have a huge shield. That's the only things that I know about the thing. I noticed the outfit changes. Oh, this is so creative. Yes, exactly, so amazing. If I only had a good PC, man, I want to play it so bad now. I highly recommend it, dude. You haven't seen the little leg because you skip the scenes. Yeah, maybe, dude. And it's like when I'm playing with my friends, they see, because I share my screen because I know nothing. The UI, the interface is a little bit complex for me because I'm not used to playing a lot of these type of games. So I share my screen and they can actually see how I am skipping all these cinematics. I'm like skipping. Like, dude, what the heck are you doing? I'm like, dude, I just want to play. Bam. I think those are the robots that we find around the map. It will be like literally, it will be like fucking badass if we can actually do this on the game, like rolling back and all this kind of stuff. I don't know how to do that, but in the game I haven't done that yet. Like that type of rolling back, amazing, dude. I like grab this amazing animation and try to include it in the game. That would be amazing. I don't know even how to get into that position in the ground in the game. I have a lot to learn, so maybe it's I don't know. Screw up.
Can you identify her?
Yeah, that's my mom. That's your mother. Your mother.
Now, consider this. Do you recognize this child?
Those paintings, dude. Those are Alberto Milwood's painting, maybe.
Who are you? I don't know.
It's you.
What?
It's you. Look at that. Such an amazing, such a badass dude, the Sassy. And I just have 2 maps available right now, so I haven't played too much of the game. But look at those things, man. That's not even the game. Those are paintings. I think I can recognize this as a painting. Look at those brushworks. I hope I'm correct about this being paintings. Otherwise, I'll be like nerding around something that is not actually a painting. But this looks like a painting, and because I know Alberto Mielgo this stuff, maybe his team or himself paint these backgrounds. Look at such an amazing thing, and for me, it's just magic how he's able to integrate 3D characters into this type of paintings and look very well done. Those masters, dude, those are like another crazy level. Wait, are these all the same person? That's a good question. I think they are not. I think they are just different characters. Maybe.
Hey, what's
Dude,
that?
if I were to tell you like the game feels actually like this, it's crazy.
You're always too-
And the texture of the characters and the background have this very reflective kind of plastic texture overall that it's beautiful.
What?
One of the cool things about the assassin is that when this dude is like a robot, or maybe the robot itself, when in the map is raining, when you're running, you have like a kind of a stamina bar that gets low when you run too much. But when it's raining, this bar starts turning like green and it starts slowing out very slowly, because now these robots get energy from the water or something like that, because they don't overcharge, they don't get heat like crazy. So with the water, they maintain themselves fresh. So when you're running and it's raining, you see the stamina bar becoming green, so it's like have a little bit more of resistance. Then I'm like, what the heck? I'm like, dude, this dude like is smoking weed, playing with me, and he's like, dude, no, when you're running, look at the bar, now it's green. You know why it's green? I'm like, why is green? And he's like, oh, because of the rain, because these dudes are robots. And I'm like, that's a very smart and amazing.
Hey,
And it can the map, it's
what's
totally
that
like
yellow
that.
you into? Worth anything?
I don't know, but I like it. It speaks to me.
Let me listen.
Yeah, go ahead.
You ever wonder what happened to these people?
It's not my business.
And this music is. You'll have a tough time finding a buyer.
Good. It's not for sale. Give it to me.
Vai se ué, puta. That's the superpower of that dude. Why? Why she had to do that? That's nonsense for me, but it's okay. I love Alberto Mielgo, so I cannot judge him. Oh shit. So when you play the game, you have the option to choose any of these characters. So for example, you can use the assassin, you can use the woman, you can use the other robots with the shield. So when you play the game, you have the option to use only these 5 characters. And then you can change the skin as you move forward in the game. That would be actually amazing if they put this type of movement like parkour, but they only jump like this in the game. And this is what really happens in the game. It's like you are running away from other players that wants to kill you, but in the middle of the background you find robots that are displaying the map and they actually can kill you. And it's like fucking shit. It's like I'm always like surrounded by everything, so it's like your heart is like that. So it's amazing. Oh shit. It's exactly the same sound from the game. Look at that camera movement. So it turns from third person into the first person, like in the game itself. That's crazy. I didn't notice that the first time that I saw it. Thou said the escape will make me God. That's what it says there.
And on the pedestal, these words appear.
Do you like?
My name is Ozymandias, King of Kings. Look on my works, ye mighty, and despair. Despair. Nothing beside remain. Nothing beside remain.
Oh shit.
Decay of that colossal wreck.
That's a game, dude. And you know the very thing that pissed me off of this game in a good way? And it's like, you have like your backpack that you can equip with all the crazy things that you collect on all the previous games. So you have a lot of cool things. And it exists these, like, for example, the items have different colors. And the items with like white colors are the most basic one. The items with the green color are like, okay. The items with the purple color are like, oh, dude, these are cool. And I think are blue, the other one. I don't remember. I haven't collected too many things. So imagine I go to a party, to play a level of to play a thing with my friends, and we keep a lot of crazy stuff. And I put a lot of purple things like, let's kill everyone with this backpack. We get inside of the map just 3-5 seconds, and there's someone over there, pa, 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 boom, 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 we die. And when we equip ourselves with all of these crazy items, if we die, those things goes inside of the game. Like, those things stays there, and you lose all the shit. And I'm like, dude, what the fuck? It's like I put all of this time collecting all of these things, and then when I put all of these things in my backpack and I play this game, I lost all of this shit if someone kills me. And they're like, yeah, welcome to this loots game. And I'm like, wow, okay, that's crazy. It's going to teach me something. Actually, these games are actually going to teach me something. It's like, just do the best you can, detach from all the things that you collect, and if you are putting things that you collect on your backpack while you play, just enjoy the game and don't be attached to the things that you carry in the game. Just enjoy it and try to have a good, and try to enjoy everything. Not only killing other players or collecting more stuff, but also the surroundings. And if you put all of these things, all of this crazy stuff, then maybe all of that crazy stuff that you equip yourself can also help you survive for a long period of time, so you can enjoy more the game. And if we translate that to the game of life, to the real life, it's crazy, because it's something like that too. We collect things as the years goes by, as we evolve, as the years goes by, and sometimes we lose some of the things that we collect. And at the end of the day, if we collect something really cool, a cool purple gun, then we use it, and maybe we'll lose the gun, but we don't get attached to the gun, and we just play again. And then in the future, maybe something new will appear, and then we collect that something new, and then we keep exploring and surviving and having fun. So that's something that is really cool about this game.
The decay of boundless Osieric, boundless, alone and level sands, stretch far away.
Such a poetic feeling to all of these animations. And it's the same woman with another skin. That's
Do
crazy.
you recognize this child?
Is that me?
Such a beautiful animation. What the fuck were you just saying, dude? It's like, dude, a beginner animator is like, have this assignment. Animate this dude saying, no, this is not my child. Because animators love to do this stuff. But this dude, what this dude did, it's like super subtle, super elegant. It's like, look, the eyebrows raised, the mouth was like, Very, 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 very natural. That's what that, I know people that behave like that. That's really beautiful.
Is that me?
What the fuck, dude? Who the hell thought about that? That gesture that he made with the head with the face says thousands much more words than what a fucking dialogue scripted will say. And those are things like sometimes there are things we do in life that are not described by words, so we just do gestures about it. And this is the kind of stuff that makes the animation very rich, very beautiful, and elegant.
Child.
Is that me?
Beautiful stuff, dude. Beautiful stuff. Now, let's watch another stuff. Now, let me think. This remind me to another thing that I just watched recently that was really inspiring. That was the Chainsaw Man versus Reese. Denji versus Reese. Amazing fight. I don't know why at some point of the fight I felt like I was watching. Shut up, dude. Shut up. Don't put me too much music. There you go. I don't know why I felt I was watching some kind of Call of Duty Modern Warfare, and it's like, Henry, are you crazy? What the heck does Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 have to do with this stuff? And I'm like, there is this final level at Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 when you fight against this dude. I don't know. I don't remember the name. It was something like Maldeskip. I don't even remember the name of that dude. But it's like you ended up like hanging into something, and then you kill the dude. Crazy stuff. And it's really cool how they change from being third person to first person at some point when they are fighting inside of a building, and that was really crazy. And I think I missed a lot of stuff here because I saw it just in one. So let's give us the opportunity to watch it again. How about that? Let's watch this shit. Oh, it's in Spanish. What the heck? Okay. No. Okay, let's watch this shit. If someone haven't watched this movie, then close your eyes because this is fucking spoiler. Like crazy. No lo escuches, es el enemigo. Look, let's just focus on animation. We don't care about the audio, actually. This is the screen that I'm watching all this stuff. Sometimes I hate fucking anime because the acting is super, like, dumb. Bam! I cannot say the same for the fight sequence. The fight sequence are just pure gold. So let's go to the cool sauce. Of course, in panties. Look at that. Pam, 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 pam. Look at the rhythm of this animation. It feels like music. It's like boom, slowing, and then tuk tuk tuk. It's like they have actually a sound. It's like a sound. Bam, 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 bam. Boom, tuk tuk tuk. Boom, 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 boom. Such an amazing thing to analyze and maybe try to do it in our personal projects. Screw up. That dude is fucking screw up. And the sexy chick is driving the dude, and the dude is trying to complete his body again, but she's just exploding himself like crazy. This is not the complete fight. Come on. Yeah, that shark dude is really funny. He's really turns into a shark, and I don't know how or why. He knows his secret superpowers of Chainsaw Man, and he's like, yeah, Chainsaw Man can actually throw chainsaws and fly with the chainsaws and do some crazy stuff. And he's like, really? Yeah, he's explaining the stuff. And he's like, really? I can do that? And he's like, yeah, I actually can do that. And he's like, okay, let's try, let's use a chainsaw in order to fly and do all this stuff. And he's like, yeah, let's use it. And he's like, yeah. So you turn into a shark and I'll use my chainsaws. So that dude turns into a shark. He uses the chainsaw in the most stupid and amazing way, which is using the chainsaw as if the shark were a horse. So he's now controlling the shark. But the shark wasn't like, what the fuck, I didn't mean that this works like this. But he's like, okay, because I love you, I will do everything for you. So they start doing this crazy stuff. This monster over here really reminds me to an enemy from Devil May Cry. But it's just amazing. It's like this fight is crazy. They have like a tornado demon, they have like a bomb demon, they have like the chainsaw demons, and they have like the shark demon. Poof, they cut the leg of the sexy chick. Now he's in the shark. Bam! And the crazy tornado woman throws some blood into the other bomb demon, so she can get back her leg. So here's where we start the crazy fight sequence. Look at that first person shit over there, amazing, but that's not what I meant at the beginning. We're going to see that animation soon. Look at that amazing thing, look. It's like, these dudes are knowing what kind of drugs they are to think about this crazy stuff, but it's really cool. Look, bam. Then they change the scenario into inside of the building. The shark goes away, bye little shark, and then he booms. Bam. So it's actually crazy cool. And see, they changed the backgrounds without fucking caring about like consistency and the BGs or something. They are just, the backgrounds are like a complement of what the emotion of the characters are doing. And the backgrounds makes the action more specific, so it's more memorable. People can remember this for a long period of time. And that's something really cool, because that's something that I learned from my directing masterclass with Peter Chung. And he mentions like, when you don't forget, Henry, creo, llego tarde, muy tarde, Fernando. No, mentira. Estoy aquí haciendo un review de las animaciones que a mí más me gustan y haciendo un análisis de animación y hablando un poco acerca de por qué me gustan estas escenas. Así que espero disfrutes y cualquier cosita, pregúntame en el chat, comparte cualquier idea y pues podemos seguir conversando aquí. Estoy viviendo esta pelea de Chainsaw Man. No sé, espero que te la hayas visto la última película, si no, esto es un spoiler bien heavy. Así que I'll continue. I was saying hi to my friend Fernando, he's from Argentina, and yeah, I was just describing what we were doing right now. And this is so I was saying that I did this directing masterclass with this dude, and he mentions like, how important, he made like some rules or principles in order to make, to direct animation pieces or short films or movies in general. And one of the things that he shared is that you have to be background specific. So the more that you're very specific, the background, the more memorable it will be in a long period of time. And for example, what's the name of this anime? The anime with gun, Hunter x Hunter. I will always remember the fight sequence of Hunter fighting this clown dude, because it was in the type of tournament, and he uses the ground floor. He breaks the ground floor to hide himself, for the clown to don't see him, and then breaking the shit and beating the clown. So that's really smart. So it's not only using the specific background, but also making the character interact with those backgrounds, so it becomes memorable. And here, for example, they're inside of a building, and I remember this scene because I told you, like I mentioned before, this scene made me feel like Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, the final level, because these dude, they are in a building. They are just fighting inside of a building. Nothing specific have happened here in terms of the building. Okay, the dude just broke the window and went down. She's just exploding everything, but she's not throwing anything inside of the office of this business. Here, there is nothing happening with the background, nothing specific. The characters are not interacting with it, so the background becomes like something that is not that important right now, and they are just changing it with different colors in a very artistic ways. But then this crazy sexy chick punches the dude, and when he is about to fall from the building, he grabs himself from one of these things in the building in order to don't fall, to avoid falling. That's really cool because that's how we now made the scene memorable, by being very specific with the background, making the characters interact with it. And it not only made it they didn't only success in that, but it also made me reminds me to a game that have nothing to do with this. And that's how I personally experienced this animation. No la vi, de hecho no he visto nada desde el año pasado. Pero si has visto la serie o no has visto ningún anime del año pasado. Sí es chévere, sí es chévere. Boom, la pelea es de un tiburoncingo, es el tiburón, Chainsaw Man contra un demonio tornado y una man que es un demonio de bombas. Entonces se volaron la cabeza aquí. So here we're seeing the fight. Here, this is also very I don't know why this also reminded me with the first time that I saw it, like the Peter Chum animations. We're going to show some of his animations. His work is really, really cool and very, very, very professional. And this frame over here. These frames over here remind me to Peter Chung animations, and I'm going to show you what I mean. So Peter Chung is a director and animator. He made Iron Flux. He also animated a short film of the Animatrix. Dragón de Ojos Azules fue lo último que vi, que me voló la cabeza lo que fue su historia. ¿El dragón de ojos azules de Yu-Gi-Oh te refieres? Sí, ese fue el último que viste fue hace mucho tiempo. I love how they change colors. Like we have everything, it's blue here, and when he goes inside or starts cutting this demon, everything turns into red, so we're having this contrast between scenes, and we're seeing like, okay, this is the fatality, boom, and then we go again to blue. That's amazing. That's fucking beautiful. And look at that thing that I don't know what the fuck is that. I think it's have to have something to do with the comic, with the manga, with the comic. What the fuck? Look at the colors, beautiful. Bam! I don't know how they imagine these perspectives, dude. It's like we're actually seeing the woman in this view. Look at those fingers, it's super realistic. A beginner in the middle will draw like a fucking foot like this. But this is like, beautiful. Beautiful drawing. That was a beautiful drawing too that I didn't pause for too long. So we're going like this, bam, bam, bam. Look at that. Do. Bam. My brother knows the lore of this. I don't know why the fireworks have different colors, but he told me something like she fall in love with him or something cursey or something cocky like that. So we're going to look right now at some of Peter Chung animations because it's a wonderful work. Jaja, una serie que está en Netflix es hecha en 3D. Ah, ya, el de unos samuráis. Ya. Blue Eye Samurais, ¿es ahí? Creo. Let's watch Peter Chung. Peter Chung animations. This dude over here. This animation, I really love the colors of this animation. It's really cool. It's a commercial for these jeans. Look at this.
Edward, thrilled at having bought button-fly jeans whose style, durability, and comfort would last him for years to come, failed to see the obvious flaw in his plan.
Amazing, dude. I'm just a teenage dirtbag, baby. We're not listening to music right now. We're watching animations. So Control yourself, YouTube. Let's break down this crazy animation. Mucho que aprender aquí, Fernando. A lot to learn here. Like for example, same thing we were talking about on the 3D animation we saw from Alberto Mielgo. How the actions are very specific and it's not this fucking, I like to say, the autistic animation with a lot of respect for autistic people, and it's like everything is just like hey, hey. But here it's more natural. It's very natural. Here it's like if someone gives you the assignment of animating a dude looking in the mirror, someone will be like, that's fucking stupid animation. But this dude went close to this mirror, moved the mirror so the mirror can look at him too, and then he does his thing. So, bam, boom, boom, it starts walking. For a beginner animator, if you say like do a walk cycle here, this dude have a style on the work cycle, have personality. Look at that.
Style, durability, and comfort would last him for.
I think the standards of what animation was at the time, like the standards were super high at the time. We don't see this type of things anymore. The standards of animation were really high then. Even though this might be done with paper, maybe, I don't know. Dude, the level of detail, the level of personality this walk cycle is just amazing.
Would last him for years to come. Failed to see and thrilled.
Look at the camera. The camera, it's moving here with the character. Now we are following this alien that's just running over this, and then we continue in the same direction over there. Look at this storm over here. I'm so fucking bad that the animation is not in full high resolution because we are losing a lot of details. I think once I found this animation with a good quality, so we can appreciate a lot of the stuff. The draftsmanship of this dude it's just amazing. Look at that impact frame. What the heck I just did? Look at that impact frame over there, like what we call right now impact frame in some way. Boom, 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 boom. And we didn't notice that shit, but that was the explosion of a car, I think. Boom. Look at that gene over there. Very well done, very well done. It's like he don't even care. Dude, the flow, the style of this dude, even though the world is just exploding and being destroyed, this dude is still being very, very cool. Bam, 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 bam. Look at that level of detail over here. Bam! The colors used here is just amazing, amazing, amazing. Even here, I feel like some pink colors around, some pinky tones. Even the colors of the character. Look at that. He have like blue highlights on the hair, yellow highlights on this side, purple highlights on this side. The glasses have a green here. It's like, what the fuck? I don't know much more about colors, but this just looks amazing. And maybe this is not following any theory. There might be nothing that is reflecting here that is making this color yellow or this color purple here. Maybe it's not. It just makes all the art feels the same. But I like how this feels different. Like, I do have strong opinions about the stuff that it's been done nowadays. Everything looks almost the same. But I really like to go back to see this stuff when human animation was at its peak.
Would last him for years to come. Failed to see the obvious
Good.
flaw in his
That's a really amazing animation, and that's why it reminded me here to this frame over here. I'm getting hungry. Let's see if I can find it again. Wow. Boom, boom, boom. Let's see if I went in the right frame. Now. Oopsie, sorry. Okay, I don't know if I will find it again. I don't know what. Yeah, here. Look at here. It reminded me to the Peter Chung animation of that animation that I showed to you. Bam. Cool. What's up? Yeah, this Jujutsu Kaisen is also like fucking crazy. This Jujutsu yeah, this show makes no sense. It's fucking crazy. I don't know if you've seen this, Fernando, but this animation is it's another level. Especially the last fight, but I don't want to watch too much anime. Let's go and watch another stuff. So, which other animation really inspires me right now? I haven't seen too many animations to be honest lately, but and the thing is like the intention why I started doing all of this stuff is because I felt I don't feel I don't want to fall in love with animation too much as I used to be in love with this, because there are too many things in regards of animation that have the potential to break my heart, but yeah, I don't know. It's like it's like a weird relationship that I have with animation. So the initiative of doing this kind of stuff is to turn that spark on again and see what can how can I feel inspired with this stuff. But I don't. So let's go to Guitar Hero animation. This is the stuff that I grew up watching. Alright. The Beatles one. This. I really love the art design, the art style of these short films. Look, it's like it have some. It's really flat. It's super flat. But at the time, they were used to using a lot of these shadows and stuff, and that shadow gives some kind of volume to this. Not only the paper, but also at the hands, which have a very flat design. Like for example, also something that happens to me is like the new Gorillaz animation video done by The Line. That's something that I haven't watched at all, and that's something that I don't feel any inspiration on watching, even though it says like people that's like an amazing thing for animation, but it's like I don't know. I don't feel like I want to watch it. I feel like I want to watch the old Gorillaz animations, because it have the feeling, the nostalgia that I love, and the new animations have this new style that I don't know. It doesn't make me fall in love as much as this nostalgia that the old Gorillaz animations made me feel. That looks like very new. It looks like the most of all the animations nowadays. So it's like I'd rather just don't click on it and don't watch it, and maybe I'll regret at some point when I watch it. I'm like, oh, why didn't I watch this before? But I don't right now. Look at that guitar. Look at those highlights. And I know this is not like the best animation, or this is not like the best renders or cleanup. But I don't know, it has something that it's really cool. It have like, I don't even know how they did it. It's maybe like adding these shadows and put some like Gaussian blur filter that it makes it feel like really cool. And the guitar just have these tones that looks like it's almost 3D, but it's not 3D. The backgrounds doesn't look like too aesthetic, or doesn't have like the Spider-Verse style that everyone is fucking using right now, or the brushwork that everyone is fucking using right now, that everything looks like Alberto Milgo. Like Alberto Milgo did something really amazing on all of this brushwork art style, but now everyone is doing this kind of work, so all the backgrounds feels the same, and I'm like, dude, what happened, dude? Look, this thing, even though it's super simple, have like looks like a fucking normal digital painting. It's like, I don't know. I feel like it's different, and it's like I'm tired of watching the same thing, and because nowadays everything feels almost like the same thing, I feel discouraged of watching animations. Look at that. Look at that BG. That looks 3D. It's 3D. Is that BG 3D? Feels 3D. Look, I love the green tone that this animation have overall. It's super simple animation, super simple camera movement. Very badass and amazing, dude. Look at those woman character design. Amazing! And me just watching this stuff, I'm already stealing a lot of things. Like for example, the arms, how these arms are drawn. Like the forearm is thicker than here, this part closer to the hand, to the wrist, and it's very thin and it's tapering towards one single side. Like even how they're grouping these two fingers at once like this and having these two apart. Like really beautiful stuff, not mentioning the boobs. So really cool stuff. There you go. And it doesn't feel like it's an art style for sure. But they're pushing a lot of things. If this were like a cartoon show nowadays, this will look like complete. All the characters will have patterns that repeat to each other. This animation almost they don't care too much about the stuff. They're just pushing things like crazy. Look at the upper arm of this character. It's like a noodle. It's super thin, and then boom, we go in a ball here on the forearm. Exactly the same as the cheeks on the previous scene, and then we will go into the thin part of the forearm. Here, look at this dude over here with this jaw. Amazing. Look at the contrast with this dude and this dude over here. So amazing, dude. Move, my dude. Wait. Look at that. Look at that lens blur in the background and then how we are focusing only on this part. But not only that, the use of black colors, all of these shadows. It looks like the animations of that era. Maybe Robert Valley have something to do with the design of this card. It looks a lot of Robert Valley style. Look at the simplification of the muscles here. Just amazing. And I think they are using now. This is a digital painting. Yeah, all of this is digital. And it's not the big deal, but I love it's not the most professional background, and I love it to be in that way. I love to be in that way because it's different. It's just different. I'm super hungry. Super simple colors, almost like one tone overall, and then super dark shadows in the background. Here again, only one color. Well, that character actually sucks. Slash! Oh, but that's how they simplify stuff when they don't have too much budget. Yes, let's just draw a cheek over there and let's just move the mouth. Contract. Your soul is mine. Beautiful. It actually have a Guitar Hero feeling on this. It's really cool. Wait 1 second. Let me just make sure I'm still streaming. I can feel the laughter. Oh, I do as her. Oh, I'm just dead thoughts that spin around my head. Okay, let's continue. So some green colors, some red colors here. All these things around. What the heck was that? Just a card doing this and that's it. Live band tonight. Okay, this is super long. Let's skip some of this stuff. Beautiful. Well, this is something that I wanted to share because this is the type of animations that I love. This is what really inspires me to do some cool animations. Ooh, I haven't shown you something really amazing. This is one of my favorite animations. What's the name of that shit? Sound. No. Astronaut animation. This one over here. So some of this animation for me is one of my favorite animations ever. This is an animation that one of my best friends showed to me when I was a graphic designer, and it was like, wow, I really would love to do something like this someday. And this, we have a lot to talk about this, so I'm going to just play it first. Look at how they use this silence space in terms of visuals by putting this thing here that have nothing to do, well, have a lot to do with the characters and the world, because this is something to do with the astronauts, but that we don't have to show the characters on every scene on a short film or an animation thing. They're just adding this empty stuff here. Subscribe to the channel, Lunar the Dragon Goddess. Oh, welcome. Welcome to the channel. I have a subscriber. That's really cool. So let's continue here. So I was saying for you, we're doing some analysis on the animations that I love. This is personally one of the animations that I love the most. And here, as you can see at the beginning, we're seeing this character that is just full self-absorbed into his world of just working to be an astronaut. And he's ready to go to the moon. And look, this is why I love this stuff. It's like, look at that background. That doesn't look like the almost same thing as a Spider-Verse style, almost like brushwork everywhere, super aesthetic and super beautiful. No, dude, they did something crazy. They actually grabbed the real images from spaceships, and they put together all of this into this thing. And that is what makes this short film super unique and memorable for me, because it's a piece of work that is different from a lot of other stuff. Nowadays everything almost looks the same, and that's something that I am very discouraged about, and that's why I always go to this stuff to see something different. So he dreams it's there. He dreamed to go to the moon. Look at the ground, it's just an image with some texture. Look at the camera, it's a PNG image, what the fuck? Look at the stars. These are like with a round brush done something like this and here and like that. It's like, what? Super simple. Now he accomplished his dream of going to the moon, but now Earth is gone. Look, doesn't have to be anatomically correct. We don't have to do the perfect nose anatomy. No, fucking shit. They just have the freedom to draw. They drew here like if they were kids. It's like, let's just draw a face that is surprise. And sometimes, to be honest, I'm envious for the people that doesn't have too much, they haven't developed too much this good taste for design, for the normal type of, for the people, the artists that haven't developed like this amazing good taste of design, of character design. They are able to come up with this unique stuff like Smiling Friends, like the characters are like crazy cool. when you get to a level when you know a lot of tricks and you get to develop a good taste of character design and you start learning from the old masters, there's a consequence, and it's that we start creating almost the same shit as them, and that is a little bit like a pain in the ass, because now it's like an unlearning process for me to break that good habit of creating good character designs in order to create this type of graphics that looks very very beginner made, but not beginner is not the correct word. It's like this is something that anyone can draw. If you say like, hey, draw me a face of a human, boom, amazing. And knowing that sometimes some information makes you feel stuck stuck. Like if I were to draw an eye, I'll be doing like the interior of the eye, the little thing that comes here, and the thing here, and the other, and the 3D edge here in the lower part of the eye. And it's like, get out of here with all your nerdy stuff. Let's draw something like this, and that's it. Call the scene done. And that's something that by watching this stuff, it reminds me to like, you know what? Good art doesn't have to follow the design rules that we see out there. Good art doesn't have to follow rules. Good art just have to be spontaneous. Just have to come out of you without overthinking too much stuff. And when I see this stuff, it's like a line there, a lip. It's almost something like this, and here, and the nose. There you go. It looks like testicles or something. Boom, beautiful. And because all the animation have been done very well done since the beginning of this animation of this short film. I'm already inside of the story. I'm already inside of the head of the character. So when I'm seeing this, I'm not seeing like a testicle shaped nose. I'm seeing a nose and an eyes and a mouth. I'm seeing a face with an expression. So it's like so amazing when we don't limit ourselves because of our artistic skills, but we just have the courage of drawing, animating, putting shit out there, and put it in a very organized, in a very well structured way, so people can understand and engage with the film, have emotions with the film. Then artistic skills become second nature at some point. Yeah, for me that scene is one of my favorite. It's genius. It's like, okay, Earth is gone right now. That shit exploded. Dude, I accomplished my dream of going to the moon. But now, why? So now that I accomplished this dream, what I'm going to do? All the things that I could do, like fucking, I don't know, people celebrating my accomplishment, that I fight for a long period of time. The government saying, dude, you're the best, having girlfriends, banging a girl over there, having a child, dude. All of those dreams now are gone. Like this dude never did any of those things because of being super self-absorbed into his world of achieving, of becoming an astronaut and going to the moon. Now this part of the animation is really cool. Look at those expressions over there. Bam. Bam, bam, a lot of shape design here. Boom. Look how it's leading with the shoulder. Bam, bam, it's leading with the shoulder, and then we're seeing the hand there. Amazing. The design of those things. It's like so amazing. If, like, for example, and that's part of the creativity of human beings. Like if I were to do this scene, and if someone asked me to like animate this character and to pull some cables, I will draw the cables like black lines or like white lines in order to make contrast with the background. But this dude still carries on with the style of the background, which is very like photo collage stuff. And the cables also have some textures and have different tones. So everything fits the world that he's making. What is that turquoise thing flying around there? I have no idea, but it looks really cool. Bam! Look at strong poses, almost like Gendy Tartakovsky kind of poses over there. Really beautiful. Really beautiful stuff. Boom! Look at how all the colors turns to red. Bam. Bam. And it's like, oh, whoa. Some type of radio signal turned on, and now there is a woman talking. It's like, hey, someone need help? And he's like, oh, there you go, he's over there, he's over there, he's over there. Now we have new dreams. Remember the last time that he put a paper on the wall that he's like, I want to go to the moon? Now he wants to have a family. Now that's his new dream. And now because he sees hope in that other spaceship, now he's like, I'm going there. Spiritual. He's like, what the fuck? Everything from Earth now is going Earth. That's crazy cool. And that's where it's so amazing. This shirt is the creativity behind it. It's like, okay, what will happen if Earth explodes? If Earth explodes, maybe all the stuff inside Earth will just go around and start flying around in space. Then what if not only that, but all of those things will now fall into the moon? Boom! Very specific, dude. And what will a normal dude will do? Like, okay, now this dude have to go to this other spaceship. Now let's put a challenge so we can have an epic scene of him jumping towards the other spaceship. Okay, dude, let's add meteors. Let's add space rocks. So he's going to jump on top of space rocks. Boring, fucking boring. That's why we don't have to start putting rocks flying around. Boom! All the objects that exist inside of Earth now that Earth explode are going to go to the moon, and now more specific. It's like boosting ideas. Now he's going to use this beer bowl or something to fly up in the sky. What will a normal dude, like the normal dude that is thinking about the space rocks? Space rocks! Yeah, but we need that dude to jump towards the space rocks. How he's going to do that? Oh, I don't know, make the spaceship explode, the spaceship that he's coming from explode so he can go and grab one of the things and fly away. You're fired. Let's think about something really more crazy stuff. So the Earth is going to explode. All the things inside of the Earth are going to blow away and fall into the moon. And one of the things that are going to be there is a huge thing that is going to have these gas stuff with liquids that is going to make him go and fly into the sky. Boom! Very specific. And not only that, instead of jumping from space rocks to space rocks, he's going to start jumping from all the stuff that is flying around from Earth. What? A whale. It's not enough. Keep boosting the shit. It's like they boost with the liquid gas shit, they're boosting with the whale. Cars, airplanes. Beautiful. Beautiful to these dudes. Congrats. This is such an inspiration for me. Amazing, dude. You see what happened? He went there. Well, this is self-explanatory, and he realized it's not a woman, it was a man. He was super frustrated, and he beat the shit out of the dude. And the dude, instead of being like pissed off, he doesn't take life too seriously because, dude, Earth already explodes. So I'm not going to beat the shit out of this dude. He's the only company that I have here in the space. So, dude, I'm a piece of. Okay, I know how you feel. I know how you feel because everything went to shit. So, hey, dude, take here. Let's play some PlayStation 2. And let's just have fun, dude. And he's like, yeah, you know what? It's okay. Let's just play video games. This short film, dude, just I feel I have a lot of feelings with this short film. It's like, dude, I the same shit. I put a lot of time into animation. Like I put this 5-6 years working in fucking animation, and then missing a lot of shit in life, and also living a lot of cool experiences that animation allowed me to live, like going studying abroad, meeting amazing people. But something like playing video games, for example, that's something that I stopped doing for a long period of time. And right now, after going through a lot of like hard times and fucking burnout, I'm finding this joy now in playing video games with my friends, like Marathon that I was showing at the beginning of this video. So for me, this is like my fucking life in the past years. So, and I watched this when I was just starting my career, and it didn't feel the same as it feels right now. So this is such an amazing work. This is why why a piece of art can how a piece of art can influence someone, and yeah, it's amazing stuff. And yeah, there you go. Cool. I think this is a good video to finish. This was one of my very best favorite animations of all time. So I'm going to be listening to Black Pearl Jam cover. This cover is badass. This cover is amazing. One of the best covers of this song that I've ever seen. And if for any Radiohead fan, this Mike Mazzi, this dude sings amazing, dude. Have some vocals that sometimes remind me like Tom York, but his covers are really amazing. For some reason, he have like 3.8 million views on his video. So for all the Radiohead fans, I highly recommend this Mike Mazzi dude. And for anyone that loves this Black song from Pearl Jam, this is an amazing cover. And if you're learning the song in guitar, that is another one. If you're learning the song on guitar, this is a good one to listen in the background while you play the guitar. This now. So cool. Hope you enjoyed this video, this stream of me just showing the inspirations that I love. And yeah, I just wanted to have this time for myself, and as well as we expire, as well as we create stuff, there have to be some time to inspire, to inhale some good art, to inhale some of the stuff that we love, in order to exhale and create and give back to the world some of the stuff that we inhale. Cool. Hope you enjoyed this stream. Thank you very much for everyone joining here. Gracias, Fernando, por unirte una vez más, y pues espero que hayas disfrutado este video, yo compartiendo un poco de estas cositas que me gustan, y pues nos vemos la próxima vez. See you everyone, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.